The Gilded Age: A Tale of Today is a novel written by Mark Twain and co-authored by Charles Dudley Warner. It was published in 1873. Mark Twain is the pen name of Samuel Langhorne Clemens, a celebrated American writer. It is a satirical novel about post-Civil War greed and corruption. There is a glittering surface of society. You see rapid growth of wealth. There is politics and human ambition. When you look beneath this glittering surface, all there is moral decay. The novel portrays the Hawkins family. They want to get rich quickly. They listen to false promises of easy wealth from land speculation in western US. So they move to the west and buy land and property. They think their property is very valuable. That was the false promise that defined the era. After many years of effort, schemes, and legal battles, they still have not gained any real wealth from the property speculation. Also portrayed in the novel is Laura Hawkins. She is intelligent and ambitious. She is dissatisfied with ordinary life. Laura wants power and luxury. She moves through high society. Laura makes romantic choices that would help her rise in society. Then she enters politics. She is quite ambitious. So she manipulates relationships. She seeks influence through Congress. This shows how people would get involved in corruption for personal gain. Washington politics is also shown in the novel. There is bribery, lobbying, and moral compromise. Politicians and businessmen have interactions openly. This shows that democracy is weakened when wealth controls power. The ending of the novel does not show success. The characters of the novel do not achieve their objectives and dreams. The characters face the results of their greed and moral emptiness. The Hawkins family never achieves the wealth they want. They struggle quite a bit to profit from land speculation, but are frustrated and disappointed. Their false hopes collapse. Optimism without a solid base can be dangerous. Laura Hawkins is intelligent and ambitious but does not fare well. She manipulates relationships and political influence to attain higher social status. She becomes emotionally hardened and morally compromised. Selby is her lover. Selby is her last hope for security, respectability, and social power. But Selby refuses to marry her. He thinks that his relationship with Laura is superficial and casual. Laura is desperate and she kills Selby by shooting him. She is arrested and put on trial. The public listens to her court proceedings avidly. The jury ultimately acquits her because they think that she is a wronged woman. She committed the crime due to emotional suffering rather than criminal intent. The killing is not premeditated but an impulsive act due to wounded pride, frustration, and despair. Laura is morally shattered and emotionally empty. Her social ambitions are ruined. Her reputation is damaged. She withdraws from public life. Although she escapes legal punishment, but Laura cannot escape inner guilt and spiritual ruin. One may escape the law in a corrupt society, but not the consequences of a corrupted soul. In the novel, many other politicians and speculators escape punishment. They become rich and powerful in spite of their corruption. That is ironic outcome. This shows the novel's satirical nature. Honesty fails while dishonesty often succeeds. But overall, the characters in the novel do not succeed. The authors suggest in this novel that the era is gilded with gold, but underneath there is corruption, poverty, and spiritual emptiness. The authors warn that wealth without ethics leads to decay, not progress. Unchecked greed corrupts both individuals and public institutions. If a society wants to earn easy money, then it loses its ethics, purpose, and humanity.